Hi, everyone. It's Chris Ashley. Welcome back. I'm so glad that you're here with me. And again, I'm just really excited. I hope that you please like this and subscribe. If you are listening on a podcast, please give it 5 stars. And please follow me on social media. I'm at Change Your Mind with Chris on TikTok and just making sure it's on, and on Instagram. And I'm at Change Your Mind with Chris Ashley on Facebook. Oh, yeah. And if you head over to my website, changeyourmindtochangeyourreality.com, sign up for my newsletter. I won't spam you, but I will send you a free gift. It's a guide to help you manifest your dream life. Totally free. This is what I use with my private coaching clients. I've seen it transform so many people's lives, and you can start seeing results right away. It's pretty powerful. So today I want to talk a little bit about the ego. So we have 2 different natures, right? We have our vertical self, which is our spiritual self, and we have our horizontal self, which is our human nature. And what comes along with human nature is the ego. And it's kind of like the software that comes along with being a human. Now, you are so much more than your body, your mind, and what you see with your 5 senses is more, reality is more than what you see with your 5 senses. But the ego doesn't believe this. It has bought into the illusion of reality. Because remember, if you follow my work at all, we are living inside of an illusion, a school, a simulation. And the ego has totally bought into that. And the ego works off of things like fear. Fear is like ego territory, and doubt and worry and insecurity. And it sees everyone else as separate. It sees competition. It sees lack instead of abundance. It thinks you can't get something good without someone else getting something less. It thinks that it believes in sabotage. It's terrified of everything that could hurt the body because it identifies with the body. So, natural disasters, deranged gunmen, diseases, war, famine, all of these things are huge threats to the ego because it believes that the body is who you are. But you are so much more than your body, and you're so much more than your mind. And there is a higher self that all of us have. And this higher self is kind of like the link between source and us. So it is an all-knowing, all-seeing being. And it's what Dolores Cannon tapped into. She called it the subconscious because she didn't know what it was when she first discovered it through her regression hypnosis. And A Course in Miracles talks about it a lot too, and it calls it the Holy Spirit, but it's all one and the same. It's your higher self. Now, this part of you is on the other side of the veil, and only a small piece of you has actually incarnated. Because if you were to entirely try to incarnate into a human body, like the human body couldn't handle that much energy. It would totally just destroy the body. And this piece of you, this higher self, which is actually most of you, remains outside on the other side of the veil, and you're tethered to it. And higher self is tethered to source. So it can help you out. It can be your guide. You can ask it to assist you when you need that. I thought I was going to have to pause because my dog and cat are getting rowdy, but they seem to quiet down for a moment. You're hearing some barking. Come here, Wooly. Good boy. I have a puppy. So ego. So ego thinks everything is about competition and comparison, right? It thinks that... Pause, please. All right, I'm back. Real life happening over here with the cat and the dog. So ego thinks that ego's biggest fear is that you're going to realize that it's all an illusion. And once you realize that reality is an illusion, that fear especially is an illusion, you step into your own power, because the only thing that's true is love. And what is all-encompassing can't have an opposite. So the opposite of love isn't fear. Love doesn't have an opposite. And all of this fear is part of this illusion. It's part of this veil that was lowered before our eyes. Dog. Now, when we fall subject to the ego, we fall into this state of illusion. We fall deeper into illusion, deeper into sleep. So our job is to awaken, to rise up, to connect with love and see inner peace. And that's like a really abstract and difficult thing to just kind of comprehend. Like, everyone wants to be loving, right? Everyone wants to see that soul part of their neighbor, right? You want to see the soul inside of everyone, that piece of source, that higher being that they are. But then someone cuts you off in traffic and you're like, fuck you, right? But the way to fall into love, and by the way, that's totally human. Don't beat yourself up if you're getting pissed at people in traffic. But the way to connect with that more vertical aspect of yourself is to teach. So if you teach love, if you teach inner peace, if you teach kindness, if you teach compassion, then it will start to seep into your soul, and you will start to convince yourself. You'll change your own mind from the inside out. And I have been a teacher in various aspects of my life. I taught English to English language learners. I taught yoga. I ran a yoga teacher training where I taught other people how to teach yoga. And now I'm a life coach. And in all of those instances, I have found without fail that the best way to learn material is to teach it. And, I also don't want you to think of like your ego as this terrible, broken part of you, because you are perfect and whole and complete. And there is no part of you that's broken. The ego, it plays an important part, right? If there's oncoming traffic coming at you, ego makes you step out of the road, right? If you're about to walk off a cliff, ego stops you. It keeps the body safe, right? That is its goal. But it shouldn't take the driver's seat because it doesn't know how. It's like a scared little child. It thinks everything is out to attack it, so it has to attack before it is attacked. But if you can start to live in a place of peace, live in a place of love, then ego's part will be diminished, and ego can do the job it was meant to do. And your spirit side, your soul side can do the job that it was meant to do, because you are here to serve a purpose, right? You're here to learn lessons. You're here to grow. You're here to have experiences as humans, and you are here to share your unique gifts with humanity. We are all in this together, and we are trying to raise the level of consciousness, raise the frequency, raise the vibration. And we can't see everyone else as separate from us, because no one is separate. And if we're constantly pointing fingers, us versus them, that group of people versus this group of people, they're right, I'm wrong, whatever, I'm wrong, they're right is usually how it goes. Whatever it is, we're always going to have division. And that's not how you heal a sick society. The way you heal a sick society is through healing yourself and looking upon your fellow humans with empathy, with compassion, with understanding. Because everyone has a story, right? Every family tree has a story. Every person has a story. And everyone is here incarnated with the same purposes that you have, right? To learn lessons, to grow, to bring their gifts to humanity, and to have human experiences. And we all come from the same. We are reflections of each other. So even though ego thinks everything is separate out there, what you do, if you heal yourself, you help to heal the people in your life, and they help to heal the people in their lives, and it sends out ripple effects. Now, you could listen to the ego and send out ripples of hate, or you could listen to that soul, that vertical part of you, and send out ripples of love. It's totally up to you, and it really does take the same amount of time and energy. My name is Chris Ashley. I hope to see you again. Please feel free to subscribe to my channel. I would love it if you did that. Head over to changeyourmindtochangeyourreality.com and sign up for my newsletter. I will see you next time.